A lot of the fans like a 10 on that baby.
Fans have been more gracious than the judges so far.
Yeah, he's from out of Albany, Georgia, down in your territory, and they produced a lot of good high school. In fact, Antonio Wingfield's from that same area. There's the bounce off the floor. Now here comes the catch. Here comes the catch. You got to have good hands to be able to do that. Good hands, good eyes. There's the look at the focus. Look at the eyes. Great focus. There's the timing, there's the catch, and there's the jam with the one hand.
You take your hand-eye coordination and you throw in that 38-inch vertical leap. That'll work every time.
38, I tell you what, 38-inch vertical leap. There are a lot of people wish they could get 3 inches like I do over there.
Tie for third for Chris Cameron as we move on to Sunday Adebayo.
I don't know about you. Every time I think of Sunday Adebayo, I immediately think of Arkansas.
I know, me too.
I think of Arkansas. Unfortunately, he had to leave Arkansas because of the crazy rules out there. And he went over to Memphis where he was eligible to play but could not play at Arkansas under Nolan Richardson. His club went to the Final Four at the NIT.
Well, he's going to have to try it again. Clock running. Got plenty of time to work with. You see the clock, 30-second clock in the corner of your screen. Off the glass, and he lost the handle. He still has time.
My time. He's got time.
He's going to take a straight dunk just to make sure he gets something out of it. He maybe could have tried that one more time, but had he missed again, he would have run out of time.
Yeah, Sunday made the simple little power move inside. Used to get on the board. Memphis, you think of Memphis now, no longer Larry Finch.
Right.
So unfortunate. Today's mentality and coaching is, what have you done for me today?
Here's the one that Sunday missed.
He missed. Now he still has time on the clock. Clock is running. He knows the clock is running. He's going to take it. And there he goes, right up. Gets on the board with a little jam.
Probably going to be in the 20s somewhere from the judges to get that quick one in. We'll wait and see. We're still waiting. And right at 20 of the first round dunk.
I think sometimes you get penalized for the misses, even though they're not supposed to, but you do. Psychologically, it affects the situation. Look at Larry Davis going to do double duty, as Jay Bilas said earlier.
He did double duty for Eddie Fogler this year, one of the great guards in that 3-guard rotation for the Gamecocks of South Carolina. Here he is in the slam dunk competition. He'll also be in the 3-point.
Nice little reverse jam.
Nice little spin there.
Little spin, 360, a little reverse. Played, as you mentioned, with those 3 guards. Melvin Watson, who electrified us against Kentucky.
B.J. Mackey.
And B.J. Mackey. In fact, they're the only team. Kentucky went 18-2 this year without Derek Anderson, and the 2 losses were at the Larry Davis and company.
That's right. There's Larry.
There's that reverse. Played for North Carolina. He said he was going to run over to see him at the hotel.
You know, amazing thing is I came up on the plane with him the other day, and he had his national championship ring on from 1993 from North Carolina. Had it on his right hand.
He's proud. There aren't too many guys walking around here that got a national championship ring.
He moves into second. Second place for Larry after 1 round.
He said that's all right. He said he's not really content with it. He says, I can do better.
They'll continue to move up the ladder, and the ladder right now
Give me something, Kwan.
has Kwan Johnson in the #1 spot. Larry Davis, #2. Awojobi, Sims, Cameron, Hoard, Capel, and Adebayo had 2 misses, and then had to just throw one down. And Jay's with our first-round leader right now.
Brad, we have our first-round leader, Kwan Johnson. And, Kwan, you were a sleeper coming into this competition, but you really showed us something in the first round.
Yeah, I'm just coming out to have fun, you know. I mean, if I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. I mean, I'm with a great bunch of guys, and the inner sports people, they're real nice, and I'm just out here to have fun.
You got anything to top that first dunk?
I don't know. I just, when I get up in the air, I decide. I'm going to see if I can razzle-dazzle the crowd a little more, though. I'm going to save something special.
Well, Brad and Dick, he decides in the air, and he's got an awful lot of time to do it.
You gotta love that when you can decide in midair. Well, the air at Market Square Arena is thick with basketball anticipation. The second round of the slam dunk competition is coming up. Don't go away.
لحظات ممتعة تقضونها مع بطولة الأندية الأوروبية لأبطال الدوري، حيث احتد الصراع في الدور نصف النهائي. فيوم الأربعاء وفي 6:25 مساء يلتقي أياكس أمستردام الهولندي مع حامل اللقب يوفنتوس الإيطالي. ثم في 8:30 مساء يلتقي البطل الألماني بروسيا دورتموند مع البطل الإنجليزي مانشستر يونايتد. كل هذا في بث حي الأربعاء ابتداء من 6:25 مساء فقط على أوربت ESPN.
Back at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, our first round leader getting into it, getting into dunk #1. There was a look at Kwan Johnson at a first round 36. #2 spot, Larry Davis of South Carolina. Larry working the baseline and goes with a that a 180 or a 360? It was a nice turn anyway.
It was a turn. I can't figure it out. I'm mathematically too dumb.
Tunji Awojobi's in third place. Awojobi with the baseline move, and he had the crowd into it. They're the top three right now. There's our judges. Great running back for the Indianapolis Colts, Marshall Faulk. Head coach of the Bearcats of Cincinnati, Bob Huggins.
Won 26 games this year, but people said not enough. Bruiser Flynn, a diaper dandy.
Out of UMass, who did a great job. And the mayor, Steve Gold. I heard you got a key to the city today.
Yeah, speaking at the big function they had in town, Crossroads, Easter Seals, a great bunch of people.
Now we go in reverse order. So Sunday Adebayo had only 20 points and is right now in 7th place in the competition. Will be our first dunker, actually tied for 7, 8 people in the competition. Sunday goes up and rattles one around on the baseline. I gotta wonder if his first round disappointment hasn't already affected his second round dunk.
It can. Mentally, it can get the best of you. It puts a little pressure on you. Sunday, a strong rebounder on the interior this year for Larry Finch. We're gonna watch him right here. He's not going to win any prizes right here. You're not getting any trophies right here, Brad. Not getting trophies when you rattle that baby. You better be able to smash that sucker.
He had a partial tear of his ACL in his right knee against Louisville back in February, and that may hinder his jumping ability a little bit, but he's waiting for his second round score.
They beat Louisville.
And stays in 7th place right now. Second round with a 23. Jeff Capel next up.
Spoke to his dad. His dad is here in the audience. Did a great job at Old Dominion. Was a leading contender for the Rutgers job, which looks like it'll go to Bill Harrion, I really believe, from out of Drexel. After Tom Pender said no, but there's a look at Jeff. Has a brother, Jason, that they say is sensational.
Everybody's been telling us about him.
Yeah, he's a junior in high school.
Here's Jeff's second attempt. Oh, and he got great elevation and threw it down. The net didn't even move on that one. Marshall Faulk likes it.
He's got that windmill power dunk. Likes that windmill power dunk. So Marshall Faulk's going to go for the little guy. You know that. He's going to go for a guy that's not labeled to be a high riser. You talk about explosiveness. What about Marshall when he spots a hole?
We don't have tall dunkers in this competition. 6'7" for Awojobi's the tallest guy. Capel only 6'4", only 6'4".
I'll tell you, that flying jam right there, that windmill one-hand special really looks beautiful. Really looks explosive.
That should get him a great score, and it does. Gives him a second round 36.
I'll tell you one thing, that'd have the Cameron crazies going bananas. He throws one of those down there at Cameron.
Now we go to Andrell Hoard, Northeastern Illinois.
Got that gold chain, the Golden Eagle.
Quite frankly, I thought his first round dunk was better than 31, but they didn't ask us to judge.
Yeah, they were really tough on him, I thought, because they really showed a lot of agility and mobility.
Jeff Capel knows he's in second place now. Whoa, we got Andrell's going way down court.
Oh, Andrell wants a little showtime here.
You got to wonder if he's going to try to take off from the free throw line or something.
Look at, he's going to try to put a little show on. He's going to make like Michael the Magnificent, Mr. Jordan.
There he goes.
Oh, he got it, baby. He got it, baby. You don't know the name. Andrell Hoard, the Golden Eagle. Northeastern Illinois.
Looks up at his coach and does a little shoulder shake.
Little shoulder shake time. Little shake and bake. Little pizzazz.
It's a good thing he made it, because he would have been out of time to try another dunk. He took a long time just going down court, but not too long once he got airborne.
There he is flying through the air, baby. Up, up, and away. You're allowed to walk, by the way. People are wondering. You're allowed to walk.
Not bad for a guy 6'3", huh? Look at the reaction of his teammates on the sideline.
So Jeff's going to do a little dance now. I tell you, they list him at 6'3". He's about 6'1.5", 6'2".
Look at that. A 39, a near perfect score in round 2.
Hey, I want to find the judge out there that didn't give a damn. I want to find that judge.
It's got to be Huggins.
It's got to be Huggins. I got to believe Bob Huggins did it. Hey, Hug, come on now. Come on, Hug.
Now we go to Chris Cameron.
It's got to be really tough. You mentioned Huggins win 26 games, and everybody says it's a bad year.
Right,
that's incredible. There's a look at Chris Cameron, Tulane, the Gerald Honeycutt.
And he's just under 1,000 career points in his time at Tulane. Couldn't leave the T-shirt on.
He's a versatile player, very versatile for them.
He's going to try timing bounce too here.
Yeah, here he goes. About trying to take the off for one. Oh!
Let's see what he's got for time, Dick. He's down to 10 right now. He's going to have to shag the ball and hurry.
That clock is running. That clock is running.
Time to get innovative at the buzzer. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, a little Little somersault. Yes, sir. You got to give the guy, you got to give him a few points for effort.
Well, I mean, if I was built like that, you and I wouldn't have to wear shirts either. I mean,
He wanted to show that bod, didn't he? He wanted to lay that bod on people. He wanted to show that bod. Look at him. Put together. It looks like mine. I mean, his biceps
It does
are
a
very
lot,
similar
yeah.
to mine. Yeah. I got shoulders like that. Look at that. Wow, that's my body.
well, we talked about the T-shirt being on. I didn't know what was to come. The T-shirt comes off. This is his attempt that missed. Now, keep in mind, he had to shag it down about 50 feet away, and then with time running out, this is what he came up with.
Not bad. I'll tell you right now, that's a pretty good dunk. Considering the pressure, the time running. He gets a little tap on the rear end.
Let's see what he got for second round score. Chris Cameron, 37, moves him into third place.
He earned the 37.
Boy, did he ever.
I'm glad they didn't penalize him for missing the first one, because he was very creative and innovative and made it a very difficult dunk.
So after 4 dunkers so far, here's how the standings look. Kwan Johnson, his second dunk yet to come, but he's in first place with that 36. Larry Davis, who's got a second one yet to come, and then Awojobi and Sims. But keep in mind, they're average scores, and half the field still has a second dunk yet to come. We've got more to come from Market Square Arena on a high-flying night in Indianapolis. At Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, the Slam Dunk Three-Point Championship presented by Mountain Dew. Right now, we're going to remind you, coming up tomorrow night, the NCAA Women's Final Four from Cincinnati. A couple of #1 seeds, Old Dominion and Stanford, square off in one semifinal at 7. And Notre Dame, and the defending national champion Lady Vols of Tennessee in their 10th Final Four. Plus, don't forget, the championship game is Sunday night at 8:30 right here on ESPN.
That's going to be a great Final Four, looking at those teams right there.
Here's 2 sets of 4, and through 1 round, 1.5 rounds, I should say. We still got 4 dunkers yet to slam in round 2. And right now, let's head over on the bench, a guy that could still fit right in if it wasn't for the shirt and tie, Jay Bilas.
Brad, Tunji Awojobi really brought the house down with his first dunk. It was a reverse double pump dunk. And Tunji, it seems like the other contestants have really elevated both literally and figuratively. What do you got in this second round to jump ahead?
Well, I think I have something special. Let's see it like that.
You going to let us in on it? Or you going to keep it a secret?
Well, I'm going to try and jump over the ball rack.
Look out. Jump over the ball rack, Brad.
I like that. That shows some pretty good hops right away. Here's a guy that had great hops for 4 years for Denny Crum out of Paris, Kentucky. Alvin Sims, voted by the Conference USA coaches as the top dunker in that league.
Also Defensive Player of the Year. Plus, he had 23 as a career high against Kentucky. Scored 22 in Arkansas. Had a solid career at Louisville.
Trying to get it timed. Looks up at the clock. Knows he has time. Playing one of those apparently. Now he can't afford to miss.
Now they got to start coming out with their real special dunks.
Oh, and he missed it.
Trouble City.
I don't think he can even get to the ball in time. That's going to do it for
Alvin's
Alvin.
in trouble. You're in trouble, Alvin.
Yeah, try a 3-pointer. That's probably going to do it for Alvin Sims.
No shot.
It was one of the favorites, really.
Yeah, he was one of the favorites. A great dunker on a collegiate level. Second all-time in dunks at Louisville.
That's a problem when you put up one of those lobs that you have to go and get. If you miss it, you've got one more attempt, and if you miss that one, you might as well forget about it.
Yeah, because that thing's going to bounce off and really go the length of the court like we saw earlier, but it was a great hustle by Johnson to go back and get that and make that dunk.
Well, as Jay Bilas said, the next guy up, Tunji Awojobi, is going to go over the ball rack to do his thing.
I got a feeling he's going to bring down the house. I got a feeling we're going to see something unique and special. This guy's got great bounce, great legs. My friends, this is not easy. Stay tuned. He's going to fly over that ball rack and get right to the rim.
When he was in high school his senior year in Manchester, New Hampshire, not only a basketball player, was second in the state in the high school 100 meters, so he'll use some of that speed before he goes airborne. Here goes Tunji.
Speed and power. Look at those legs.
Oh, he lost the handle going up.
He's got time. Don't panic. He's got time.
Looks down at the rack, gives it a little spin. You know this will be his final attempt at it as well if he misses. And he did. He's not going to have enough time to regroup.
He's in trouble right now.
So the trick dunkers, unless he gets off something here at the gun, and not bad.
Not bad. A one-hand cradle dunk. I mean, that was really special.
Did you see the look on Kwan Johnson's face? He's like, are you kidding me? That's his third attempt?
Unbelievable. It's a little bump there from Jeff Capel. Look at the ladies seems like it. Miss Viglione, a tremendous three-point shooter. Danielle. Now we're going to watch Miss, a little brick city here. There, loses control, loses step, timing.
I didn't think he had enough time to get this off. Watch this windmill. Cups it and rams it.
Great hands, has great hands right there, great agility to be able to have the balance along the baseline. That's a baseline beauty right there. They lay a 31 on him.
The thing that allows him to do is if he makes the semifinal round of dunking, he can go back to trying to go over the top of that ball rack if he so chooses. He at least keeps himself a little bit in the hunt depending on what everybody else does.
I'll tell you right there, watching those two, it looked like he had no shot to go over it.
Larry Davis behind the back, and he got it.
It went down, but really a great effort right there. Not a clear.
He might try that again because that one kind of rattled around. I think he's going to try it from the other side. Maybe the same thing.
Not a pure dunk.
No, he just goes with a reverse over the head slam.
We're going to see Larry also in a three-point shooting contest doing double duty, as Jay Bilas said a little bit earlier.
So let's see if that's good enough to keep Larry in the thick of things. He was second after the first round and had moved into third after some of the other dunkers. First, here's his miss. I like this move behind the back with the pass.
That's creative. If he could have got that to go down, he would have got some big numbers.
You got to wonder if the combination of that first one, which did go through the net, and then this one, maybe will keep him in the thick of things, Dick.
Well, he gets that reverse jam, puts it down by his legs. They're lobbying the judges out there. Look, he's trying to get, hey.
Kwan Johnson talking things over, and he looks over at us and smiles like we're going to help him.
There's the mayor right there. Goldsmith on the right. Bruiser Flint next to him. Bobby Huggins, Marshall Falk.
Larry is in fourth.
What is he politicking us now? What does he want?
What can we do?
What did I do? What do you want? You want some help? I can't help him. I got no lift, man. The kid's a politician. He's learning from the mayor.
So he's currently in first place. Let's see if he stays there.
Out of New Orleans. He's got a lot of pizzazz. I think he's got showtime. He has got that special Hollywood. He likes the lights, likes the camera.
Got it way up in the air. And needs another ball. Wisely waits for the ball boy to throw it out to him.
I think he likes the drama. I think he likes the drama. What's the dramatize it? Oh! Oh! Baby, that is awesome, baby!
He gets the first awesome call from Vitale. Yeah. A bow to the crowd.
I'll tell you one thing, he gets a smile also out of Huggins. A little bow. There's some tense being flat on.
Pacer mascot gives him a chest bump. I think everybody's going to give him a high five after that one. He went way up to get it with one hand.
This is up and away. It's the elevator man right here. There's the one-hand champ, Kwan Johnson from Paterson, New Jersey.
Is it good enough to keep him in first? It certainly was impressive.
I'll tell you, it's got to be close to a 40, Brad. You got to give a kid a 10 for something like that. Come on, these judges here, loosen up. Lay some numbers, some Bo Derricks on them. They got to lay some Bo Derricks.
They did. He's still in first. He got a 39.
There's Huggins again. Huggins had it again with the 9.
Get the 40, probably.
Huggins gave him a 9.
It is. It's Huggins. We have actually a score over here. We can tell, and it was.
It was?
Yeah,
was it really Huggins?
Mm-hmm.
Huggins tough. You know why?
Huggy Bear.
Because he's seen so many great dunks in his days at Cincinnati.
Here's who's going to move on to the semifinal round. The first and second round leader, Kwan Johnson. Andrell Hoard, who brought the house down. Chris Cameron of Tulane, and Larry Davis of South Carolina. 4 high-flying slammers, including our first and second round leaders. Let's hear it. We'll be back in Indy in a moment. Back at Market Square, we're in Indianapolis. The women will be looking at that rim, the State Farm Women's 3-point shootout. We're set at Market Square Arena for that competition. And let's check the State Farm starting lineup, if you will. The 8th that'll shoot here. Lisa Cermignano of the Colonials of George Washington. Kim Williams of the Paul Blue Demons. Jenni Miller of the Pittsburg State Gorillas. Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. Michelle Palmisano of Vanderbilt. North Carolina State's Jennifer Howard. Danielle Viglione of Texas. And Brenna Doty of the Royals of Buffalo. That's our lineup, and here's the State Farm women's 3-point rule. 60 seconds around. You got 5 stations, 5 balls a rack, and the white balls were 2 points. Half the field will be eliminated each round. 24-second shootout if there are any ties, and regulation women's basketballs being used. So our first 2 competitors. First, Lisa Cermignano out of Mount Royal, New Jersey, and the Colonials of George Washington. Her competition on the other end of the court, Kim Williams of DePaul. And she is out of Chicago.
Big-time scorer, average over 25 a game, as you see. They say she's really a tremendous scorer. Talk about Lisa, I'll tell you one thing. They had a great year. They went undefeated in the Atlantic 10 in regular season play. Got upset by the Fighting Irish in Notre Dame. Watch out, Pat Summit.
Notre Dame in one of the semifinals tomorrow night on ESPN.
Oh, Beth Morgan can flat out shoot the rock for the Irish.
Split screen left and right.
Cermignano, I tell you, Cermignano, we got some Italianos here today, Mr. Nessler.
She got 2 of the first 4, and she hit the bonus ball. And she's got the lead right now as they head to the second rack of balls.
Williams got to loosen up. She needs one to go down.
You got to get that first one to get the monkey off your back.
Got to get that first one, really. A driver and a slasher. There she is, trying to square her body.
Cermignano getting hot from the top of the circle. Hit 3 in a row. Bonus ball off the mark.
Cermignano looks in good shape right now.
They work their way to the right wing on one side, the left wing on the other. Cermignano is doing a good job so far in double figures as she moves baseline. And
Des Williams gets one to go down. Had a big game against Duke in the NCAA tournament, 22. At 41 versus Tennessee. You know you can play when you get 41 against Tennessee.
Lisa Cermignano had about 7 seconds left. And time was not a factor, but certainly Kim Williams struggling with only 4.
Cermignano marching on. She had 50% of her threes, though. Wow, in the month of February, made 33 for 66, Brad. That's incredible.
At
14 for Lisa Cermignano.
Well, she's going to go have some linguine, go out and have some rigatoni.
So now we move to Jenni Miller. 364 career threes, second all time.
Yeah, she missed it by 1. 365 is the record by Amy Kuhn, and she made 9 in the last game, but she needed 10.
Marcie Alberts, Ohio State Buckeyes. 203 career threes.
She was telling us that she didn't like the way she shot the ball. It's close to 40%, 38, 39%, but she wasn't happy with the number that she made.
Jenni to our left, Marcie to our right as we view them. We'll split the screen again for you, and here we go.
There's Miller.
Miller off to a great start on the left side.
I tell you, she's like automatic. Look at Alberts now. Going to pump it in. It's going to be a shootout right here.
They move it to the wing.
364 in her career, only 1 shy of breaking the all-time record. Miller had 9 in the last game, as I said earlier.
They're dead even as they throw the bonus ball up, and the money ball goes for Jenni Miller.
There's Alberts. We look at shooting. They had a great player at Ohio State several years ago, Kate Smith.
Yeah, she was part of the ABL championship team this year. Top of the circle, pretty good to Jenni Miller. She nailed them all.
Alberts got that rotation. Look at Jenni.
What a great shootout between these two.
Nothing but nylon by Jenni on that previous one.
And of course, they're shooting to get to the next round, not necessarily against each other, but it just looks great right now to the fans. They are lighting it up.
Pretty good show on, I tell you. Both of them are on fire.
They're dead even at 15. Jenni Miller gets one more. They go to the bonus ball at the hole, and Alberts goes, and they both shot 17.
A big-time performance. 2 PTPers going at it.
Wow.
What a prime-time performance by Alberts and Miller.
Pair of 17s. Great shooting by both Jenni Miller and Marcie Alberts.
Well, you got Pittsburg State going against the Buckeyes of Ohio State. A lot of people would say, Cupcake City, baby.
The Gorillas and the Buckeyes.
That's no cupcake right there. They respect Jenni Miller.
Here's Michelle Palmisano.
Palmisano had a great career at Vanderbilt.
Jim Foster, a tremendous coach for the Commodores.
She roomed while she was there with a friend of my girlfriend's who played tennis by the name of Meredith Childs.
Your daughters, I think you want to say. You shouldn't say your girlfriend.
I said my girlfriend. Oh, I meant my daughter. Oh, what am I thinking? My daughter Sherry.
Jennifer
my daughter
Howard.
Sherry. I'm glad you listened. My daughter Sherry. I turned around and looked at her sitting behind me here. But
Lorraine's here too. Your wife's here. You shouldn't talk about that.
25 years. Wow. My girlfriend.
Okay, Palmisano and Howard.
That's cool. Turnover City,
oh,
baby.
Boy, loose ball, Vitale.
Yeah. That's after 3 speeches today. You get a little mind
I know, you're getting a little crazy. There's the rack of 5 balls with that bonus ball being worth 2, remember? And the 2 competitors waiting for the clocks.
Yeah, Palmisano
again.
She roomed with a tremendous tennis player, Meredith Childs, and they both transferred from UCLA. Palmisano started her career out there with the UCLA Bruins.
Out of Ventura, California. And on the other end, Jennifer Howard, the ACC record holder in career threes with 315. They're both trying to stay loose and both stay warm and loose at the same time as we're just about set for our third pair.
ACC and SEC. You know what I like about Howard was really impressive talking to her yesterday. A 4.0 average, unbelievable academically in communication.
That's right.
That's incredible.
Let's see how they communicate with the basket as they get it underway.
This is going to be a real shootout, too. These two people can, wow, right now a little struggle, but there's Howard knocking one down.
Palmisano got the bonus ball. That might help her get off the snide a little bit as she works to the wing.
It's not as easy as people think. They're fighting the clock. You try to hurry. You try to square your body, get that rotation. There it is, Howard.
Palmisano warmed up on the wing, but it's still Howard out on the top of the key who has the lead here.
Palmisano nails 2 from top of the key.
She had a stretch in early January where she had 17 threes over a 3-game stretch. Palmisano, that is.
Yeah, she was a threat. I watched her on the TV, too, and she can really stroke it.
Jennifer Howard only 1 for 6 against Iowa in the NCAAs, but she's shooting a lot better tonight as she goes to the baseline.
I was impressed with her. I saw her play. I had a day off and went to see them play against Virginia a year ago.
She's lighting it up on the baseline as well. She might end up with the best score so far.
She's on fire. She's the winner. Jennifer Howard, the 4.0 student, could shoot the rock, baby.
19 for Jennifer Howard.
Tremendous show right there. Shot 44% of her threes this year. She holds the ACC records for 3-pointers made and attempted.
315 over her career. She's happy. Here's the last rack and the concentration. Check the eyes.
Yeah, great focus, Brad. She really focuses. You're right with the eye contact.
Now watch the money ball coming up after this one.
Look at that rotation. Should she like to go on and play possibly in the ABL next year?
And got it.
I'm really happy that the ladies are getting a chance to make a few dollars and play professionally.
Some of them making quite a few.
Yeah, now we got the WNBA. But they're not making what the guys make. Come on, equality. Let's pay these ladies.
So we have 1 pair of shooters left, one of them being Brenna Doty.
They keep getting that exposure they're getting, and I'll tell you something, the Final Four is becoming unbelievable. Look at this, Buffalo records. Plus, she also led them 4 years in a row to 20 wins or more, and that's really impressive because they're a new Division I program.
Danielle Viglione of Texas. Yeah. Her numbers career-wise.
She could shoot the ball. I was down there for Midnight Madness, Tom Penrose' gang, and I'm going to tell you this, right on national TV, she took the guys on head-to-head, and she went to the winner's circle. I won't mention the guy's name. I don't want to embarrass him. But could one be a guy by the name of Perryman?
Don't mention him or anything.
I would mention Reggie Freeman. I would never do that.
Bonus ball, and Danielle got a couple from that baseline to start things off. Brenna Doty starting to warm up on the wing on the left of your screen.
I'll tell you one thing about Brenna Doty. Her coach really mighty proud of him. I spoke to him yesterday.
And Brenna's got it working right now.
20 wins and more, 4 consecutive years. That's quite an achievement just going Division I.
Bonus ball rimmed out on her. This is a tight one. Danielle Viglione on the right, Brenna Doty on the left.
Viglione, another part of that Italian connection, along with Cermignano.
And they work to the baseline, both trying to get in double digits, and now Brenna Doty is.
There's Viglione on a baseline.
This is where you get a little bit tired. The ball gets a little bit heavier over there when you're down to that 25th ball going up. And the bonus ball goes for Danielle Viglione of the Texas Longhorns. And
she's got 12, Viglione.
12-10 on the 2 competitors there. But it's Jennifer Howard that paced the way in that first round with a brilliant 19 for the Wolfpack of North Carolina State.
Well, Viglione, we look at Viglione, we got a Palmisano. It's unbelievable. A Palmisano, a Cermignano.
We got a Vitale.
Wow.
And here's the first round. And again, it is Jennifer Howard of North Carolina State who just lit it up. And she's with our Jay Bilas. Jake?
Brad, it looked like Jenni Miller got off to a great start, but Jennifer Howard really shot the ball well. And Jennifer, you look like you were getting the balls off the rack really quickly and shooting well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just trying to relax when I'm out there. So it's a lot of fun up here. And I just want to say hey to everybody at NC State and my family and my boyfriend Luke. And
taking care of the boyfriend.
The boyfriend Luke. She's got a 4.0 in communications. A smart girl, Brad and Dick.
She knows how to use national TV. That's a 4.0 in communications.
Yeah, and I also know that Jay Bilas lights up when he interviews those people from the ACC.
Jennifer Howard, our leader after round 1 of the women's 3-point shootout, as she had it working on the baseline. Perfect over there on the left side for 19 points. Slam dunk three-point championships continue. The Grim Reapers are here at Market Square Arena. One of them dressed as Dick Vitale. Several thousand dressed as Dick Vitale. Here's the women's three-point shootout semifinalist, Jennifer Howard, who lit it up. North Carolina State Wolfpack guard at 19. Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. Jenni Miller of Pittsburg State. And Lisa Cermignano of George Washington. They have reached the second round. And there's Marcie Alberts and Lisa Cermignano talking things over.
Cermignano, I think, is going to put a show on. Lots of focus, lots of concentration. Really enjoyed speaking to her yesterday. Got 14. Had some great rotation and follow through.
First round, she hit 5 of her first 8 shots. Jenni Miller, she made good use of the bonus ball. She had 3 bonus balls in the first round. Of course, there were 2 points each. Cermignano on our left. Jenni Miller on our right. We'll split the screen here for you. And second round action for the semifinalists underway. Miller on the right, Cermignano on the left.
Cermignano from George Washington gets the first one to go, second one to go down.
There, Miller squared it up. And she hit the bonus ball again. That's been good to her.
Miller's like automatic with that release. She's always close, right on the rim all the time. You can see why she made 364 in a career.
Cermignano got red hot on the left wing, hit 3 straight, including the bonus ball.
Tickles the twine right there. Great rotation. She loves the top of the key right there when you look at Miller.
She got the roll, Lisa Cermignano, the bonus ball.
From out of Pittsburg State, and that's not from Pennsylvania, that's from out of Kansas.
That's right. They work it to the wing, both in double figures, having an excellent second round and trying to get to that championship duo.
Well, Lisa made 50% of her threes in the month of February. She was on fire this year.
Cermignano's got a chance for a 17. Bonus ball didn't go, but 15 is strong. Jenni Miller still with time to get off the last shot.
There goes Miller. It goes.
She didn't get
No, that one doesn't count. It doesn't count.
And she hit it, too.
Doesn't count.
So a 15 and a 14. 3 bonus balls for Lisa Cermignano, and that certainly helped her to her 15.
Got to make those.
She's got 29 through 2 rounds.
Yeah, to make those bonus ones count. Cermignano.
There's those 3 bonus balls on the first 3 racks. That really helps. And now we move on to the first round leader against, right there, Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. Right now in search of a coach.
Yeah, that's right. They're looking for a coach both in men's and women's basketball. Andy Geiger's got to be a busy guy. He's got to be one of the real popular guys with the coaching fraternity. He's made a lot of guys very wealthy. He's made a lot of guys very wealthy because they ran back.
Stayed put, right?
Yeah, they stayed put, and the price went up and away.
Jennifer Howard, you saw, was our first round leader.
We're going to vote Andy Geiger the man of the year by the coaching fraternity.
Let's see if Jennifer Howard can keep the torrid pace that she had in that first round with a 19. She hit 90 three-pointers as a junior, only 77 this year. Only 77. Here they go.
There she is. She's not wasting time. North Carolina State. There she is with that rotation. That quick release.
Big 10 on the left, ACC on the right. She got the bonus ball.
Yeah, the bonus ball went down for Howard.
You can shoot from either side of the rack on the wing, whichever side you feel comfortable with.
There's Albert. She shoots it like Jerry Lucas.
And Howard hit the bonus ball as she moves to the top of the circle. She's warming up again.
Albert's got that release like Jerry Lucas had years and years ago for Ohio State.
Jerry's about 1.5 feet taller than her.
Yeah, a little bigger. Yeah, a little bigger.
She warms up, and the bonus ball rimmed out. Howard's got an opportunity for a great score if she can get warm on the wing or the baseline, because she's already got 15.
She's in great shape.
She's got 17.
Oh, she's in great shape. She's going to go home with the gold today.
Alberts hits a bonus ball for 15 as she works the baseline.
We're going to see the first 20-point score here. There it is. There it is, baby. She's been super scintillating, sensational.
20 in the second round, and the bonus ball goes for Alberts, and she got 19.
I'll tell you, what a shootout right there. Howard and Alberts.
Wow. And they look like the two that will be shooting one more time.
She did that for Luke. My boyfriend Luke did for Howard.
Luke's got to be pretty excited. A 19 and a 20.
Oh, she wants autographs. We all wants to sign some autographs.
Luke's only a 15 for crying out loud.
No, wow.
So 19 for Marcie Alberts after a first round 17. And she cleared the entire 4th rack, Marcie Alberts. That's what kept her right in the thick of things. So the finalists, the Big Ten and the ACC, the two that lit it up here just a moment ago, Marcie Alberts and Jennifer Howard. of the Buckeyes and the Wolfpack, respectively. They'll move on to our championship round.
That's a big-time battle.
There's Jennifer Howard. She has been red hot.
She can stroke
Final of the three-point shootout for the women coming up.
The 9th annual College Slam Dunk and Three-Point Shooting Championships, presented by Mountain Dew, is brought to you in part by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Comfort Inns and Suites, where great rooms are guaranteed. And by Sears Tire and Auto Centers.
With all the nerves on end this weekend for the NCAA championship, it's great to have as much fun as we have had so far tonight here at Market Square Arena. The three-point finalists, Jennifer Howard of North Carolina State and Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. You see their first 2 rounds as a very consistent. Jennifer Howard went 19 and then 20, and then Marcie Alberts lit it up, got the bonus ball at the end to finish with 19, and Marcie will be our first shooter here in the finals, as they will not have to worry about what the opposition's doing on the other end. They'll have one whole end of the court and our cameras to themselves.
She had a great career at Ohio State, really did a solid job. This year they struggled. They were 12 and 16, and as you said a little bit earlier, lost their coach. Big Ten has gotten so much better in women's basketball.
Marcie in the second round hit 8 of her last 10 shots. She really got warmed up on the wing, and then as she moved to the baseline, and she got 4 money balls, and they come in so handy. You hit those things, you've got an automatic 8 points. So 8 of her 19 points in round 2 were from that orange and white ball. Here she goes, starting with the left baseline. Finals of the women's three-point shootout. Marcie Alberts, Ohio State, missed her first one and hits 3 in a row. Money ball time. Got it.
Wow, she's feeling it right now.
Is she ever?
She might have learned from her dad. Her dad played baseball and basketball at Kent State.
Mark here, dad, and Mark Jr., her brother, played at Kent as well. A little bit of trouble from the wing, but she got the bonus ball. Looking for double figures as she moves to the top of the circle.
I can see how she led her high school team to 92 and 7. What a record there at Worcester High School.
She's got it working. Money time. Didn't get the roll.
She had 18 points in 40 minutes against Michigan State in the Big Ten tournament action. There she is with that great rotation.
Let's see if she can match her 19.
Oh, go down.
What a great roll. Let's go to the next.
Bonus time. Bonus. It's bonus time.
She's got a chance to go over 20.
Oh, she's going to be tough to beat, Brad. She's going to be tough to beat.
Has 2 rim out. Got the third.
She's going to be tough to beat.
This will put her over 20.
There it is.
Oh, she got it.
There it is. Trifecta time. Pressure's on.
She hit 4 bonus balls, Dick Vitale.
Wow. Pressure on right now for Jennifer Howard. Big time. Albert's in great shape.
I need some water. I would think she would. By the time you shoot 75 basketballs with the pressure on, you would think you'd get a little bit dry.
She knows she's in pretty good shape. It's going to take an unbelievable performance by Jennifer Howard, but she's capable of doing it.
Look at rack number 4 from behind Marcie Alberts. Part of it is that hand-eye coordination of grabbing the ball, keeping your concentration on the rim, and then just lighting it up. She got the roll on that third to the last ball and then buried the money ball.
You know, it's a little different than catching a pass where you get a feel for the basketball. Here it is, you got to pick it up, you got to adjust it in your hand, you got to make it count, and you got to be careful that you don't rush it. I think a lot of them try to rush it too quickly, and therefore they don't really get the kind of shot that they'd like.
We've only seen the clock run out on one competitor through 3 rounds, so Dick's right. Take a little more time at least and try to keep your shooting eye. And here's a young lady that has had her shooting eye through 2 rounds, as she had 19 in the first round, 20 in the second.
She's trying to feel it right now. She's trying to focus, concentrate, get her technique. See, I think when you rush, you break down your technique, and that creates a problem and a dilemma for you. So the key is to have that technique. Square the shoulders, square the body, get that good rotation, that release.
There goes Jennifer on the baseline. Missed the first, got the second, hit the fourth, and here's the money ball. And it rolled out on her, so she got 2 on the baseline. Long ways to go, and she got the roll. Hit the first 2 from the wing, got the fourth.
She's got to get the bonus one to go. It doesn't go.
Came up short. She's really going to have to warm up now in her last 15.
Well, here she likes it up here.
Remember, Marcie Alberts had 20.
That 20's going to be tough to beat, Brad.
Jennifer got it going from the top of the key, but she missed the bonus ball.
Yeah, the bonus has been empty for her right now in this series.
She got the roll first 2. Front iron on the third. Fourth goes. Money ball would certainly help her cause.
0-4 with the money ball.
She's got to have a great final rack of basketball. A little bit tired, maybe. Coming up short on the baseline. That one stayed in 4, and the bonus ball off the mark. She finishes with 12. And that means Marcie Alberts with that 20 as the 2 finalists. Cheryl Huckdale, the ACC and the Big Ten well represented. And Marcie Alberts, the women's champion of the 3-point shootout, and the champ is with Jay Bilas courtside.
Thanks, Brad. Marcie, you seemed to get better and stronger as the competition went on. What was the key to the championship for you?
Well, just to keep shooting and, you know, when I miss, not get upset with myself. And, you know, I've done this 100 times at home with my family rebounding for me, my fiance, and, you know, I just went out and shot, and that's all I could do.
Now, the women's champion gets to take on the men's champion. You think you're up to it and can win?
I hope I can win, but I'm up to it. You know, these are a great bunch of guys, and we've had fun with them, and it'll be a good contest.
Well, Brad and Dick, we watched her shoot yesterday. We know she can win.
Definitely. She hit 7 of her first 10 shots. She went 16 of 25, 64% of that 3-point shooting on the final round. So when the pressure was on, Marcie Alberts was equal to the task, and she lit it up to win the women's 3-point championship. Remember, she'll be shooting against the men's 3-point champion. The slam dunk competition for the men. The semifinal round yet to come. Larry Davis of South Carolina has hopes. And this guy, Chris Cameron of Tulane, with a 32 and a 37 on his first 2 dunks, including that acrobatic shot that he went up and got. Here's one of the crowd favorites, Andrell Hoard from the Golden Eagles. And a guy who just lights up the arena with his smile and his performance, Kwan Johnson of New Orleans. We'll be back in a moment. Championship presented by Mountain Dew, set to continue with the semifinal round of the men's slam dunk after we remind you the Lipton Tennis Championships continue on through the weekend on ESPN and ESPN2 from Key Biscayne, Florida. Catch the men's semifinals tomorrow at 1 Eastern, and then the men's and women's finals over the weekend. Plenty of bonus coverage as well over on the Deuce, including tonight at 11, Monica Seles and Barbara Paulus in the ladies semifinal, and again tomorrow night. Great tennis from the Lipton Championship. Don't miss it. And don't miss what we have yet to come. The semifinalists in the slam dunk, Kwan Johnson, Andrell Hoard, Chris Cameron of Tulane, and Larry Davis of South Carolina. And right now, through 2 rounds, the top dunker was the privateer who wants to go to another tier in the semifinal round. Kwan Johnson, our leader right now. Don't go away. Back at Market Square right in Indianapolis, the fans getting those cards ready. They want to get their vote in. The judges are ready courtside, and we're ready for our semifinalists in the slam dunk competition. We're down to 4. And here's how it looks so far. Kwan Johnson, Andrell Hoard, Chris Cameron, and Larry Davis representing New Orleans, Northeastern Illinois, Tulane, and South Carolina. And we'll start with Larry Davis of the Gamecocks of South Carolina. 16 points a game, was 3rd in the SEC.
Larry's looking forward also to the 3-point shooting contest.
That's right.
He's going to double duty here today. Larry Davis, part of that trifecta we talked about, played for South Carolina with B.J. Mackey, Melvin Watson, had that great year this year, beat Kentucky twice.
Out of Denmark, South Carolina, between the legs, it goes up over the backboard. This is all about getting it on the right spot on the floor and then going and getting it. This one might be right. Yes.
There it is. It's the catch. I'll tell you, it's amazing some of the creativity you see with these young people. Each year it gets more and more amazing to me.
So a great 3rd dunk for Larry Davis. We'll see how great it was.
Started his career at North Carolina. He's got that national championship ring we talked about earlier.
I like that move.
Yeah, there it is, between the legs. He was on a national championship team in '93 at North Carolina. Sat the Pine, didn't like Pine City, so he went to South Carolina, where he's from, became a star.
33 for him here in the semifinals. I think he would have thought that was going to be worth a little bit more. Here's a guy who we thought's first dunk was better than what the judges gave him. And then he came out and lit the crowd up with a 39 with his 2nd dunk.
He's got a lot of pizzazz, I'll tell you this. Oh, another racket. Look, he's going to try to jump over the racket like Tunji Awojobi tried.
Rack him up.
Come out of Boston U.
He tied for the best dunk of the night with that 39 in round 2. Here it goes.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is up and away. Little slam jam man. Dipsy-doo. Top of the room.
A little bow at midcourt.
Yeah, a little shake. A little dance. All right. They're bowing to him. Look at this. They all give up. They all give up.
I tell you what, his coach, Reese Johnson, told me before this competition, you may not have seen this kid, but wait until you see him. You're going to love him. them, and the crowd has, and see what the judges think.
I was teasing him yesterday at the workout. I said, you're going to be able to play with these big guys. He said, are you serious?
I think Bob Huggins even has to give him a 10.
Oh, yes. Look at that fly. Come on, Huggabear. Give him a 10. He's not too lenient with his scores out there, Bobby Huggins.
Huggins did give him a 10, but there is one judge who didn't, because I think he's going to get a 39 again. And he did. 39. We got to find another place
judge
for him right now. Andrell, the Golden Eagle, flying in with those golden wings for back-to-back 39s now with his last 2 dunks.
Yeah, he's the Delta man. He's up and away, flying through the sky.
And here is Chris Cameron. T-shirt's on again.
Oh, he's going to whip that T-shirt off again, show us that body?
He took it off last time and made the dunk.
He wants to pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger, show the bod like he did last time. He ripped that shirt off.
Here it goes.
There
goes the shirt. There goes the pass, and there went the dunk.
And there goes the clock.
Doesn't have enough time to put the shirt back on. See, that's the bad part about that. So now you go all the way down the other end of the court. Now it's going to be a takeoff from long range, apparently. Oh, he missed that one, too.
Yeah, he gets a little brick here. He's going to try again.
Well, he got a dunk off before the clock expired.
He looks like he could be a defensive back.
Yeah, he does.
Looks like he'll be a defensive back. Maybe somebody will evaluate him and take him to the next level in the NFL.
Well, Chris maybe spent too much time in the changing room. I don't know. The shirt came off twice, but the dunk didn't go twice.
Here he goes. Tries the one-hand jam.
It's another one of the misses, his second one, and then came with a normal slam, if you will, to finish with 21.
These guys all have great athletic ability. I'm talking about athletes. The other day, I'm around the batting cage down at spring training with Primetime. Primetime Sanders. What a great time I had with him. What an athlete. He told me he could play in an NBA game right now, and he could score double figures. You believe he could do that?
No. Depends on who he's playing for and against.
He said I could get 10 points without any doubt whatsoever right now. We ought to give him a chance.
Here's Kwan Johnson, the Privateers of New Orleans, the Sun Belt Conference regular season champs. He had that 70-footer, remember, at the buzzer back in early January on ESPN against Arkansas Little Rock to win that game in overtime. Here he comes.
There's the reverse jam on a baseline.
Great elevation with a reverse jam, but is it enough when you've got the likes of Larry Davis and Andrell Hoard, who really has come on strong in this last couple of dunks?
Yeah, that dunk can't electrify people like Hoard's did.
That's right.
But it's a solid dunk, but yet, with all the creativity out there, it looks like a routine, but it's not routine. He brings it down to his waist, brings it back on a reverse jam. He made it look too easy.
He got 4 8s from the judges for a 32. Puts him in 3rd place. So that will put him out of the competition after a great 36 and 39. A fairly pedestrian-looking dunk. I don't know how you can ever say that when these guys elevate the way they do, but the Golden Eagles of Northeastern Illinois, and Andrell Hoard, he's with Jay right now.
Brad and Dick, Andrell Hoard spent all of yesterday and today telling me, I'm a sleeper, I'm a sleeper. Well, you woke up America going over the rack. How'd you do it?
Well, basically, we just been having fun with the guys over here on the sideline. We just all said we was having fun. We're going to root each other on. We're doing this for the kids, you know. It's really about them.
Well, you've got one more dunk left in the finals. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I didn't have a routine coming in, so I guess I don't have one now. I'm going to go out there, and whatever comes to mind, I guess, I'll see if the fans like it.
Making it up as he goes along, but it looks pretty good, Brad and Dick.
It does. A rack jumping, rim racking 39 for Andrell Hoard. 2 39s on his last 2 attempts. He's got himself right now in 1st place and in the finals. But we're going to switch gears a little bit, because when we come back, there will not be slam dunkers, but 3-point shooters. Coming up, the men's 3-point shootout from here at Market Square Arena. And we've got some great shooters yet to come. And later, you'll see Andrell Hoard in the finals. Can he do anything more than this? We'll find out a little bit later on when we come back to Indianapolis. Back in Indianapolis at Market Square Arena, the Slam Dunk 3-Point Championship presented by Mountain Dew. Don't forget, coming up on Saturday, it's going to be the high school version of this event, the Sprite Slam Jams. Slam Dunk and 3-point competition featuring members of the 97 McDonald's All-American team. You can check out the Naismith Player of the Year, Shane Battier, who's headed to Duke next year. Jaron and Jason Collins, the twins, are headed to Stanford, and Luke Recker on his way to Indiana. Those guys and a lot more Saturday at noon Eastern from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Donnell Burton says he's #1 for the men's 3-point shootout. Is he right? We'll find out when we come back. At Market Square Arena, great crowd here tonight for the Slam Dunk three-point championship, and the Boston Market men's three-point shootout is next on our agenda. And let's take a look at the starting lineups. Larry Davis, he's in the Slam Dunk final, and he's also in the three-point shootout. Carmelo Travieso of UMass, Nate Erdmann of Oklahoma, Shea Seals of Tulsa, Heath Feeney of Marshall, Kwan of Illinois, and Rick Willoughby of Iowa State, and Darnell Burton of Cincinnati. That's our lineup of 8. Here's the rule, 60 seconds around, same as the women's competition. 5 stations of 5. The white ball counts for 2. Half the field will be eliminated each round. There will be a 24-second shootout to break any ties, and the winner will face Marcie Alberts of Ohio State for the Battle of the Sexes shootout, if you will. Larry Davis just got done dunking. Now he's got to start thinking about being outside the arc.
He likes this a lot better. I think he really prefers this. But I'll tell you, whoever wins this, Brad's going to have a tough time with Miss Alberts.
Carmelo Travieso, 245 career threes, the UMass Minuteman record.
I'll tell you, it's going to be really sad not seeing he and Edgar Padilla. We've seen him for all those years, playing defensively.
Great backcourt combination for both John Calipari and then Bruiser Flint this year at his debut season as the head coach.
Well, the one thing I really admired about both guys, they played so hard. They played with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. Remember, they played on the Olympic team this year in Puerto Rico.
Here they go. Davis on the left, Travieso on the right. And both looking for their first one to drop.
I mean, we're seeing Brick City. Oh, to finally get one to go down. Bonus time right there for Davis.
Davis got the bonus ball. And now Larry warming up a little bit on the wing.
Travieso used to love shooting the 3 against Temple's matchup zone. John Shady told me he used to drive us bananas.
Larry Davis hit 4 of 5 from the left wing. Top of the key now for both Davis and Travieso.
Hey, Davis now getting the bonus one. There it goes.
And he nailed
down.
it.
Yep.
So right now, Larry Davis looks like he might be a guy that could be a primetime 2-sport performer, if you will, here tonight. He's got the lead as he goes to the right wing.
He's taking his time, squaring his body, getting a good look at the goal, not rushing his shot.
Now to the final 10 seconds. Now you got to make the last couple count. Bonus ball, Davis, short. But 20, as he did get 4 bonus balls for Larry Davis.
Carmelo goes to that sideline, not happy with his performance, I can guarantee you that. But the little kid says, I like you, don't worry, Carmelo, I like you.
So Larry Davis goes over to try to get a breather. 2 hours left.
This guy had a great year for Kelvin Sampson in Oklahoma, who's, by the way, going to be very good next year. Kid Brewer in the backcourt, Wiley inside. They're going to be a solid contender in that Big 12.
Nate's a native of New Mexico. This guy a native of where he plays, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All-time leading scorer in the history of the school. Had a tough game against Clemson, went 2 for 11. He said, don't remind me of that one, baby. Rick Barnes and company really put the clamp on him defensively.
Shea had only 5 points in that game against the Clemson Tigers. He'd like to get about 5 in the first 3 or 4 shots here if he could, and they're underway.
He scored 20 points versus the Dream Team when he played against the Olympic Dream Team in the exhibition game last July.
Erdmann warm on the left baseline, got a couple, but then missed the bonus ball.
Erdmann's also a great jumper. He could have participated in the Slam Jam Bam contest.
They move to the wing. Neither's exactly lighting it up. Erdmann bonus ball goes.
Seals is a good post-up player as well as a guy that can play on a perimeter.
See how they do from the top of the circle. Seals at 299 career threes and over 900 attempts. Wow. That's a lot of threes.
That's a lot of threes that he attempted. Erdmann started his career over at Washington State before transferring to Oklahoma to join his coach, Kelvin Sampson.
Neither shooting as well right now as Larry Davis did in round 1. Bonus ball goes for Seals.
Seals is a complete player, really a tough defensive player as well as a solid offensive player.
Final rack of 5 in the final couple of seconds. See if they can get the last shot away. There it goes. They go, and Erdmann's does. He ends up with 18.
Erdmann has a good performance right there. Seals certainly not in the money right now.
Erdmann hit 3 bonus balls, and again, there were 2 points each.
Those bonus balls really helped tremendously.
So right now, Erdmann.
There's Erdmann working a rack out here on the left. Up on top now, the circle. Like guys love shooting from up there on the top of that circle.
That's what Erdmann did up at the top of the key. And here's the last. You see one going in as he's already grabbing that white ball for the last shot, and they both drop. And Larry Davis 20 and Nate Erdmann's 18, the best 2 scores through 2 pairs so far. Here's a guy that hit 15 three-pointers in a single game. 409 career threes is the NCAA record.
Well, he's got to be the favorite right here. He's got to be the favorite with those kind of numbers, but a lot of people haven't heard of him. And there's Kwan Garris. What a great year he had this year. One of the premier guards in the Big Ten for Illinois, Lon Kruger's club. I think Garris is in trouble right here. Vini is as good as all I'm reading about him. This should be Vini's all the way.
Let's see what he does. He starts on the left baseline.
Oh, Vini.
He's 0 for 3.
Vini 0 for 4.
Bonus ball go. He goes 0 for 5 on the baseline. Pressure on Vini already. Now he works to the wing where he's starting to warm it up. Hit 2 of his first 3 there.
He's the all-time maker of threes in NCAA Division I action with the Thunder and Herd.
Hit 3 from the wing. They've moved to the top of the circle.
As Brad said, 409 in his career, 15 in one game. That was an explosion against Moorhead State when he had 55 in the game.
That's right. They move it to the wing. The final 25 seconds. And right now, both struggling compared to Erdmann and Davis in the earlier 2 pairs.
Yeah, it's struggle city right here for Vini. Garris hanging right with them, but not certainly lighting it up either.
Vini hits his first couple on the baseline, looks up at the clock. 3 straight. This might keep him in the hunt if he hits the bonus ball.
Got to get the bonus to go down.
Nope, only 11 for Keith. Wow. And Garris goes for 11 as well.
I think 11 puts you in trouble. I really do. It's a lucky number, but I think you're in trouble here in this competition.
So those two obviously disappointed. Here's a guy with a little smile on his face thinking, can I win the slam dunk and the 3-point all in one night?
Yeah, Larry Davis trying to go for a double goal.
Only 1 bonus ball went down for Keith Vini, the all-time record holder in NCAA
I like this guy.
threes.
I told everybody last night, here's my favorite to win it. I think Dedrick Willoughby. What a great career he had for Iowa State and Tim Floyd. 45% he made. Had a big game against UCLA, but didn't get any help.
That's right. He had 8 of 17 against the Bruins. And here's a guy I've always loved, Darnell Burton. I said to him last night, the only way you can win this is if we let you be the 6th player to shoot. Because he always came off Huggins' bench. Conference USA 6th man of the year.
Twice he won that award. He's had some big numbers off the bench for Cincinnati, but very streaky. I mean, he'll either be on fire. Yeah. He's one of those guys, very streaky as a shooter.
He could hit 9 in a row or miss 9 in a row.
Right now, he starts off with 1 for 2. Burton for 3.
Got it working. Darnell is working on the baseline. Hit 3 of 5 over there. Willoughby also with 3 points as they move to the wing.
Willoughby part of that great inside-outside combination with the development of Kelvin Cato on the interior.
And he hit the bonus ball. Dedrick Willoughby had 8 games with 5 or more 3-pointers this year.
Had some injuries earlier this year, which really curtailed them. Solid defensive player as well.
They're pretty even as they leave the top of the key, although Burton got his bonus ball. Still plenty of time. Over 20 seconds. They're on the wing. Burton firing it up there. Bonus ball goes.
There's Willoughby with the bonus ball right here. Doesn't go down.
Right now, Burton looking pretty good, but he's got to keep his concentration.
He's got a chance for 20 if he gets hot right here, Burton.
17.
He's got a chance with the bonus ball. There it is. There it is.
Out, but still, 18 is going to keep him in the hunt. And Willoughby got the bonus ball for 15. So pretty good performance in the final 2 racks for those guys.
Burton's from out of Lexington, Kentucky. Home of the Wildcats. Will be hooking it up down here at the Final 4 with Minnesota, Carolina, Arizona. I think it's so tough to pick a winner there. They're so even, those clubs.
Here's the first round of the 3-point shootout for the men. Larry Davis surprising a few people with 20.
Yeah,
Erdmann, Burton, and Willoughby round out the Final 4, if you will. Larry Davis, he's in the hunt, Jay Bilas.
Larry, it looked like you got off to a great start, but you're content to shoot that little jump shot. You weren't getting a lot of elevation, but you're knocking them down.
I watched Larry Bird a little bit, and, he doesn't get a whole lot of elevation. He just gets it up over the rim, and, he uses a lot of concentration. And, I learned from the best. So right now I'm just trying to get in a rhythm and stick it out through the whole contest.
Still alive for the double-double. Did being in the final of the slam dunk contest take a little pressure off you for the 3-pointers?
No, not really. It's tough. Both of them are tough. They got some great competitors in both events, and I'm just glad to be acknowledged as one of the best in both of them. So I'm having a lot of fun, and it's great to have this kind of show with this kind of guys, this kind of talent.
Well, Larry Davis very humble, but he is the only guy with the opportunity to win them both. Brad and Dick.
All right, maybe part of the fact he didn't get a great elevation on his jump shot is he's been jumping over racks and jumping up in the air, and that slam dunk. The men's three-point shootout semifinals are coming up. Don't go away.
Orbit ESPN has the region's best talent. We've taken the most informed
semifinalists. Here's how they look. First round, Larry Davis had 20. Nate Erdmann and Darnell Burton with 18 each, and Derek Willoughby had 15. So they move on to the next round. With Dick Vitale and Jay Bilas, I'm Brad Nessler. We welcome you back to Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana, where coming up next Monday, they'll crown a national champion down the street at the RCA Dome. And here's Derek Willoughby out of Harvey, Louisiana.
I got a feeling he's going to step it up. I got a feeling he's going to really get on fire.
He closed strong. You see, he hit 4 of his last 5 on that final rack, and he hit 3 bonus balls, which helped the cause. And Darnell Burton, a great shooter, the streak shooter, over 300 career threes for Bob Huggins at Cincinnati. Went 6 of 9 against Southern Cal in threes this year, and had 6 games where he hit 5 or more threes. That's pretty incredible for a guy that doesn't start.
Yeah, you know, Cincinnati had 26 wins. Their big problem was point guard play all year long. Came back to really hurt them big time.
Bob Huggins is here tonight. He was one of our judges for the slam dunk competition. A little bit of confusion, and now they're all set.
Got Willoughby and Burton. I got a feeling we're going to see a show by Willoughby in this round.
You see, Derek Willoughby stands to the left of the racquetball, so he actually is cheating his way out to the wing, but that is all right. Actually, Burton doing the same thing on the other side. It just looks more pronounced on the left baseline.
Well, Willoughby 1 for 4 right now. Not a great start. 2 for 5.
Got the bonus ball, though. They move to the wing. Edric's warming up on the wing.
Yes, he's getting hot, baby.
Hit 2 of the first 3. Bonus time. Off the mark. They move to the top of the key. Right now, Willoughby with 5. Burton trying to find the range.
Most players like it up on top where Burton is right now.
Darnell hit 3. Bonus ball rimmed out on him. Same thing on the other end. They each have 6 as they move to the right and left wings respectively as we view them. Bonus time. Burton a little bit short.
Willoughby trying to get that good arc, get that good rotation. Here's the bonus one.
Now they move to the baseline. Both looking for double figures, struggling compared to their first round performance.
Yeah, real struggle city right now. Both guys doing a lot of bricks up there, Brad.
Final 5 seconds, maybe getting a little tired. Willoughby, bonus ball goes. And Darnell Burton got warmed up on that left baseline to the tune of 14.
Got my shirt.
It's going to be tough to win with those numbers.
And now, the next round of the semifinals.
The next round of the semifinals. Nate Erdmann, who had 18 in round 1. He'll be working to our left. And as we split the screen for you, down on the right side will be Larry Davis. Erdmann hit the 3rd ball on every rack. That's kind of odd. And he hit 3 bonus balls as well.
Larry very relaxed here right now. Very relaxed. Walked by a moment ago, said, I'm ready.
Davis had a stretch in that first round where he hit 10 of 12 shots. And when you get in that kind of groove, if you can just keep your concentration, you're really going to be on the mark.
Erdmann, an excellent transition player as well. Oklahoma was able to run up and down the court, not only shoot threes, he was able to post people. He can get up high in the transition situation.
Nate had more 3s than he did 2s this year. You can believe that.
Wow. Got 15. Look at Darnell. So I could have done better, he's telling his teammates.
Here we go. Erdmann on the left, Davis on the right. Davis starts off strong. Hit 2 of his first 3. Larry Davis, can he make it to the finals in both the men's three-point shootout and the slam dunk? It's a possibility if he can warm up as he works his way around the perimeter.
I'll tell you, man, Eddie Fogler really happy this year. Eddie Fogler did a great job at South Carolina to reason this guy Davis. And there's Erdmann now.
Erdmann hit the bonus ball, and that puts him ahead as they move to the top of the key.
Erdmann really gets good arc.
He's got it working right now.
Yes,
Nate's in a groove. Hit the front of the iron on that one. Great high arching rainbow shot.
He's got the rainbow J right here, Nate Erdmann.
Davis now, let's see if he can pick it up on the wing.
There's Nate the Great. Sooner country, baby. Let it fly.
Calmly works to the right wing. Time might become a factor for Erdmann. He's only got 10 seconds to shoot 5 basketballs.
Larry Davis needs Hootie and the Blowfish down here to cheer for him, or George Rogers like they did when he played against Kentucky.
It looks like Erdmann's going to make the finals. Oh, 17.
And we have Erdmann with 17.
Yeah, Larry goes to the sideline. Got to get rested now for the Slam Jam Band finals.
Larry only hit half as many as he did in the first round.
Darnell Burton, Larry Davis sitting there. Kwan Johnson.
So it's going to be the Sooners against the Bearcats in the men's three-point championship round, because Nate Erdmann, who got hot out on the top of the key, and that's what helped him to make the finals. He's with Jay Bilas right now. Jay?
Nate, you did a great job out there shooting. It looked like you were a little bit cold when you started out, but you warmed up in a hurry.
Yeah, I just stayed with my stroke, and, I knew it was going to go eventually, so it did finally.
Who did you think was the favorite coming in besides yourself?
I don't even think I was a favorite. Willoughby's shooting the ball real well. Vini's incredible shooter, so I was definitely a dark horse.
What do you think of you and Burton going into the final?
We'll just go at it and see what happens.
Dick, Brad?
All right, he's gone at it to the tune of 35 over the first two rounds. Larry Davis is going to have to think slam dunk now, because he is out of the three-point championship. And the three-point championship and the slam dunk competition will be continuing. It'll be Darnell Burton and Nate Erdmann when we come back.
تابعوا معنا أروع اللحظات. شاهدوا الأحلام.
Back at Market Square Arena, Slam Dunk three-point championship here in Indianapolis. The women's three-point shootout champ, and quite possibly the smallest player on the court, Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. She won it for the women, and she is got some more shooting to do. She'll wait and see who she meets for the men's title.
She looks confident. She looks like she's really ready. She just get me to rock.
Here's Burton. One of the finalists for the men, Darnell Burton.
Yeah,
he goes against Nate Erdmann.
Well, Burton got hot at the end to keep himself alive, because he was really struggling there in the last round until the finish, and put some points on the board and was able to get in the final round.
Darnell, third-team all-conference performer in Conference USA. Went 18 in the first round, 14 in the second. Here he is on a
air ball.
Air ball on the baseline. Got the next one. Bonus time. Got it.
Want that bonus to go down. Get some deuce on that.
Darnell works his way to the wing. As we said, he's a streaky shooter. If he gets in one of those stretches, he could go through a whole rack and not miss. Right now, he's struggling just a little bit as he moves to the top of the key.
Yeah, he can knock 5 in a row down quickly. He can also miss 5 in a row. Oh, a little brick right there.
Right now, Erdmann's got to be thinking, you know what, if I can just keep my composure and my concentration, I'm looking pretty good. Unless Darnell starts to get warm, and he has now from the right wing.
3 in a row. 3 in a row, Brad.
Money time.
Here he comes.
Got 4 of 5, including the bonus ball. That was huge from the right wing.
He's got some time left on the clock. He's putting some points on the board.
Struggled a little bit from the baseline. He got the third. Fourth goes off the mark. He really needs this one. And it doesn't drop. Darnell Burton's 12 is the number to beat for Nate Erdmann of the Sooners of Oklahoma.
I think Darnell's in big trouble. I think 12 is certainly going to be beatable here by Mr. Erdmann. Nate the Great, I think, likes where he's sitting. He just can't get too confident and relaxed right now.
Nate Erdmann.
He's got to make like this guy put 18 on the board, Burton, and really get fired up mentally and focused.
Darnell would have really struggled had he not hit 2 bonus balls. Marcie Alberts staying loose. She's stretching and everything.
Oh, yeah, she wants that championship. She wants to go home with a double goal, beating the men as well as winning her individual one.
Will she be shooting against Darnell Burton or Nate Erdmann? Nate's about to finish the question to that equation for us in the next 60 seconds. Here he goes on the baseline. He hit the first ball on the last 4 racks in the last round. If you can get that going with the opening ball in the rack, it usually helps your cause. He only had 2 on the baseline.
He only needs 12 points, but I'll tell you what, slow getting out of the gate.
Top of the key is where he really made some good gravy in the last round, and he might need that again. But he did get the bonus ball there.
He's in pretty good shape. I think he's in pretty good shape.
Here's where he really did well in the last round. He hit the first one, he hit the third one, the fourth one, goes on the roll, bonus ball. Missed that one.
Scouting report says get him off that top of the circle.
9, 10, 11. This could tie it right here, and it does. This could win it.
There's the winner.
And it does.
There it is.
Erdmann's already got it.
Yes, Erdmann and Alberts will be shooting it out. Men against women.
Doesn't even matter what Nate does, and he's doing a great job on the baseline right now. Bonus ball. He's stroking it.
Oh, yes. He's stroking it, baby. He's stroking it, baby. A little NBN, nothing but nylon, but he's going to save some of those for Miss Alberts because she is ready.
He hit 9 of his last 10 shots. Jay Bilas is with him. Jay?
Nate, you had to feel pretty confident when you only had to get 12 to tie. How'd it go?
Well, you know what? That's when it gets nervous. We got you second, and he came out and had a solid round, so I got to worry about this female down here.
You better worry.
You think you're going to be able to beat her?
I'll go try.
Now, she put 20 on the board, so you're going to have to shoot it.
Well, we'll try. We'll try.
The modern-day Bobby Riggs, Brad.
I tell you what, he's going to have to deal with women the rest of his life. And he's going to have to deal with Marcie Alberts here coming up shortly. Nate got red hot in the last 2 racks of balls, and he is the men's three-point shootout champion. But he's got a spark plug on the other end in the shootout of the sexes when we come back. Back at Market Square Arena, Brad Nessler, Dick Vitale, Jay Bilas. We get set for the Sears Shootout here at Market Square. And the women are ready to cheer on their champion. Marcie Alberts of Ohio State will be representing the women, the men, and their champion Nate Erdmann of Oklahoma, who went 18, 17, and 19. Great numbers by both shooters. Marcie's been trying to stay loose. She won the women's championship, quite frankly, about an hour and a half ago. Nate just got done shooting, so his eye might still be keen. Nate will be to our left, Marcie to our right.
That should be an advantage for him, really. I know some people say, well, she's rested, but he's been there in a groove and been shooting. Danielle Viglione cheering her on. Brenda Doty.
Here we go. Erdmann got the jump out of the rack, but Alberts hit the first 2. The first 3. Bonus time. So they're tied at 3 as they move to the wing. Alberts from the wing.
Alberts got that long arcing shot.
They're still even right now.
She's going to shoot it out with him. That's the bonus.
Bonus goes for Nate, though. Didn't go for Marcie. Top of the circle. This is where Erdmann's been strong.
Marcie hanging right with them. Come on, Marcie. Hang right there. There she is. Tickles the twine.
9 apiece. Alberts with a lead as they move to the wing.
Buckeyes versus the Sooners.
Erdmann.
There's Nate the Great.
Got 2 of the first 3. Bonus ball goes.
Bonus goes.
They're tied. Alberts hits another one.
The bonus.
If she hits the baseline rack, if Erdmann doesn't clean it, she might win it. Alberts with a slight edge. Erdmann trying to make up ground. Missed the bonus. Alberts is going to win it.
Oh, Alberts beats. Yes, Alberts is the champ. The double goal goes to Marcie Alberts of Ohio State. Yes, sir.
It's ladies' night in Indianapolis. Nate Erdmann, let's see if he goes down to the other end. He said, I had to deal with the woman. Let's throw to Jay right now with the woman of the evening.
Marcie, congratulations, the overall champion. How does it feel?
Pretty good. Nate's a great shooter, and I thought he'd be a little bit tired, but I was stiff, and it was a great contest.
You looked a little cold when you started out, but you heated up with your first shot.
Yeah, I needed to make that first one to get some confidence, and I've been sitting there a while, but I was fortunate enough to make them.
Congratulations on the victory. Brad and Dick, gender
Marcie
equity.
Alberts, Mom and Dad are here to watch her, and they say it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night, and she's going to go home with the big gold trophy.
How about Marcie Alberts of Ohio State? She's our overall Sears Shootout champ. The crowd loving it in Indianapolis, and so are her teammates. Yet to come, the Slam Dunk Finals. Mom and Dad say, oh, what a daughter we got. The Sears Trophy, emblematic of the NCAA College Champion. Somebody will be toting that around on Monday night. Somebody's going to be toting around the Slam Dunk Championship. Will it be this guy, Andrell Hoard of Northeastern, Illinois? Or will it be the pride and joy of the Gamecocks of South Carolina and of Denmark, South Carolina hometown wise, Larry Davis, who is in both the three-point and the slam dunk competition, has made the finals in the latter. Great crowd to watch the final events of the night from Market Square Arena.
They've been a real live crowd. They've been so enthusiastic during the breaks, really exciting to people. Boomer, the Pacer mascot's been electrifying, and these people feel it. They're all getting excited. This is the basketball capital of the world, Mr. Nessler, for the next 4 days.
Is it ever? And we wish our best to the 4 finalists, the Wildcats, the Tar Heels, the Golden Gophers, and Kentucky, the defending national champion. Larry Davis getting set. He's getting some advice from Keith Veeney, who knows nothing about dunking, only about shooting three-pointers.
Yeah, he's the all-time leader in shooting threes, and today the three didn't go. He wants to be a coach. Keith Veeney, talking about Winston Turner.
Davis, as a matter of fact, the all-time career three-point record holder at South Carolina, even though here he is in the slam dunk competition, a 6'3" guard. Number 4 scorer in the SEC this year.
I know one thing, he learned how to play guard with Eddie Fogler, but he didn't learn how to dunk from Eddie.
Little double pump, but he got it down.
Double pump, a clutch dunk, just a conservative jam. Certainly nothing unique and special.
Somebody up in the crowd deciding if they had a 9 or a 6, depending on which way they put their card up, but they don't count, but the 4 judges do that are over on the far side of the court.
Fans, they roll out a 10 for almost anything, but that's no 10 right there. No Bo Derek on that one.
3 8s and a 9 is what Larry got on this one from the judges.
6'3" guard, getting up there, a little high riser.
Think about tired he must be.
Yeah, a little physically exhausted. These guys are in great shape, great conditioning.
But I mean, he shot through all the way through 2 rounds of the three-pointer, and he's been now through 2 rounds and here in the finals of the slam dunk competition. Here's the guy that they call highlights. And boy, has he been a highlight tonight. Andrell Hoard.
I think his coach was really excited coming over and talking to us a few minutes ago.
Reese Johnson said, "How do you like my guy?"
Yeah, he said he's for real. He's legitimate. Larry Davis gets a 33.
Larry gets a 33. And now it's Andrell Hoard, who had a 31 in the first round and then lit it up with a pair of 39s in the next 2 attempts.
I think Howard's in great shape. I think Hoard, rather, is in great shape.
He's a showman, too.
Mr. Hoard is in super shape. Look at him right now. He is a showman. He's got the gold chain, the golden eagle. Northeastern Illinois. Here he is.
Lobs one up. Now has to go and chase it. And he hits the net. Got time. 10 seconds.
That dunk I don't like. I'll tell you one thing. You almost have to be perfect. You got to be perfect. Oh! I don't know, Brad. It wasn't pure.
He had to go get a bad pass is what he had to go get.
Yeah. I think it's going to hurt him in the scoring that it wasn't a pure jam.
Andrell is thinking, you know, if I was a better assist man, that pass would have been closer to the basket.
Yeah, Andrell, I think, would like to have that over again. I think he'd like to have it over again.
But keep in mind, Larry Davis only got a 33 on his first one. So is this better than 33? I think the judges think so, to be quite honest with you. He had to take 2 attempts at it, and then he really had to go get a bad pass, do a 180, and slam it home.
You're right. He had to make a great second effort to make that happen.
The adjustment he made on the ball was better than the dunk itself. So
it was. Watch the adjustment right here. As Brad just said, he's got to make an adjustment to go get that ball. The ball is behind him. Got a great agility to be able to do that.
I think that's going to get him in the upper 30s. I really do. Or past 35. Let's see what the judges think.
He's talking to Tunji.
There it is.
Over 37.
Andrell Hoard, the highlight man, is the slam dunk champion.
I'll tell you, surprise. A lot of people didn't know that name from Northeastern Illinois.
He's the golden eagle that soared, and he's with Jay Bilas.
Andrell Hoard, the slam dunk champion. You knew you were going to win it all the way, didn't you?
No, I didn't, because he put the pressure on me with his last dunk. He really got up on his last dunk. He put the pressure on me to have to go out and do something. I had to change my dunk.
You're working the crowd. You're a real showman tonight.
Yeah, it's for the fans and these guys right here. We had so much fun this whole trip. It was a great experience.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to send it back to Brad Dick. Why don't you dance for him?
A little dancing time.
He had it all working. The dance, the bows at midcourt, and especially the elevation is one of the slam dunk championship. Going on to the Portsmouth Invitational Camp the first week of April. Here's somebody that he could dance with tonight. The women's champion and the overall three-point champions, Marcie Albert of Ohio State. And here's the highlight of the night. Andrell Hoard of Northeastern Illinois wins the slam dunk. For Jay Bilas and Dick Vitale, thanks for being with us. We've had a great time in Indianapolis tonight.
From Augusta, Georgia, the excitement of the ultimate challenge.
The 9th Annual College Slam Dunk and Three-Point Shooting Championships, presented by Mountain Dew, have been brought to you by Mountain Dew, who reminds you to do the do. By Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time. by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Boston Market, always the right meal.
Market Square Arena, where the champions are signing autographs, a la Dick Vitale. Sports Center's coming up next. The Bulls without Dennis Rodman, the TPC highlights, and Final Four news and analysis from this very city, Indianapolis, Indiana, where we saw some great performances tonight by 3 super shooters and dunkers, if you will, and we certainly had a great time. The fans were totally into it tonight, and here's who won it. Marcie Albert's the overall 3-point champion. Not only won it for the women, she took Nate Erdmann on and won the overall shootout of the sexes, but Erdmann was the guy that won it in the men's competition against some great shooters. Nate said he thought he was a sleeper and an underdog coming in, but he won it for the men. And finally, a guy that Andrell Hoard, who had a couple of dunks, poured around the world tonight, if you ask me, Dick. We had not seen him play much for the Golden Eagles. I think he might be the guy that really jumps to the forefront, and maybe NBA scouts and all the rest of the country are going to say, hey, who is this guy?
I'll tell you one thing, he was a high riser. He electrified everybody, but I was really impressed by Marcie Albert.
That's right.
She met the challenge big time. Not only did she meet the challenge against some outstanding women shooters, but she won, as you said, the battle of the sexes and beat Nate Erdmann. And what a show. And our mom and dad certainly were on cloud 9 here today. And I thought the crowd was fantastic. The whole environment really was one of really a lot of emotion, a lot of excitement.
They were in here about an hour before the competition even started. They never slowed down until the final champion was crowned, and it was Andrell Hoard with his highlight dunks. He had a couple of 39s in the middle round. Actually, his last dunk was not his best, but he was against Larry Davis in the finals. Larry had a 33. It wasn't that much that he had to beat, and he didn't think it was a great dunk, but it was good enough.
Well, you know, Larry Davis really had to go double duty. He shot the 3-point shot as well. You don't know if that affected him, but he certainly had a great performance. But tonight belonged to Mr. Hoard. He was sensational. He made some electrifying dunks in the earlier rounds as well.
And Hoard now is going to go on to that Portsmouth Invitational Camp in early April, and that's the place where guys like Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen and some of those players that were not that well known went on to open the eyes of the NBA scouts and obviously onto great NBA careers. Maybe he's the next guy in that line.
Well, you know, you get a chance there. You get an opportunity to compete against some outstanding players, and you get evaluated by all the pro scouts, and you just never know in today's day and age. Certainly there'll be opportunities with so many chances to play basketball, whether it be the CBA, to get that opportunity to eventually move up.
Well, that's going to just about wrap it up from Market Square Arena tonight, and we certainly have had a great night, and Dick and I kind of wrap up our season. We started it back in December. Tonight we saw a Golden Eagle who took to the wings. We also saw some great shooters and some great performances. Sports Center's coming up next. Big night in the NBA and on the ice. Congratulations to all our winners tonight at the 97 Slam Dunk and 3-Point Shooting Championship. For Dick, Jay Bilas, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Brad Nessler. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in